you have to report because some guys play tight end, some guys. So you have to report to the referee if you are eligible or ineligible. Well, if you are eligible, and you can only have so many eligible players. That's a rule. Well, New England put a guy here who was normally a running back, and they had him tell the referee he was ineligible. I didn't even know you can do that. So he lined up here, and they had another guy here who had a similar number, like a fullback, a running back, who reported eligible. So when it happened, Baltimore was confused on who to cover this guy because he's ineligible. He can't catch a pass, but he can catch a pass if he runs behind, if he throws it behind him. So they had to put a guy out there on him. Well, meanwhile, they did all this in real quick time. They snapped the ball and they threw it to this guy. No, but the defense forgot to cover him. So the coach from the Ravens was sitting there saying that's bullshit. He didn't allow us to, when he reported the ineligible receiver, he didn't allow us to make our adjustments beforehand, which you're supposed to, as far as bringing in personnel. So he was crying foul over that. He was protesting the game, which that's like nothing in the NFL. They've never changed the outcome of a game, regardless of what happens. Remember that Seattle Green Bay game? The guy catches the ball, the guy caught him, and they called it a touchdown. Remember that? A couple years ago with the replacement refs. It was a Monday night game.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, the one guy caught it, intercepted it from Green Bay, and the other guy caught him. And then when they went to the ground, he ripped it off of him. And they ruled that a touchdown, which was totally ridiculous. But they didn't change that. Like, they didn't change the outcome. They were like, oh, well, that's what happens. So anyways, this coach complained. He got a 15-yard unsportsmanlike call on it. And Patriots came back and won. So afterwards, they asked Tom Brady. They said, what did you think about the play call? He said, it's in the rule book. Tell them to fucking read the rule book. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, Tom. Like, you're such a badass. I don't like him. He is so cocky. And then when they lose, their whole team like this. Well, how come you didn't win today? Or what happened? You just lost by 10. We just didn't score enough points. That's it. That's their answers. The whole team's like that. The coach, all the players, they go, well, could you pinpoint anything, like any particular plays? No, you saw the score. We just didn't score enough points. That's it. Like, they're total jackasses. But then when they win, they're like, oh yeah, we did all this, we did, and they start talking like Brady sitting there. Like, if you see them over the years, you're like, dumbasses, you know, enough already. That Bill Belichick, he's a joke as their coach, but he is a smart coach. But he's just sarcastic, and you just want to punch him. You know what I mean? So they asked him about it, and he said, well, it's in the playbook. That's all you get out of him all the time. And so, I can't stand Brady. I think he's a douchebag. And then Gazelle, whatever her name is.
Why'd you have to bring her into this?
Because they're worth like billions.
So?
Well, that's his attitude when he goes up on the podium.
Pete, leave them alone, okay?
Like, he couldn't sit there and say, well, I think it's, you know what I mean, like a normal person. It's in the F, and they asked him, they said, Tom, why do you curse all the time? I forgot to read the article that somebody asked him that. Of why he likes to curse. He drops the F-bomb all the time. Because he's a badass. Because I guess, oh, I know why. Because he thinks he's a badass, and here he's a pretty boy. You know, they asked Rob Gronkowski was the best Christmas present he got from Tom Brady, because the quarterback gives the offensive line and all the offensive players they buy presents.
You do?
Yeah. They do that all the time. They usually buy each other like iPads or some kind of technology headphones, those Beats headphones. Oh yeah, that Murray from the Cowboy. Emmitt Smith used to do that.
That's weird.
Emmitt Smith,
They exchange or they
he's
just
one of
buy?
the first couple that started it. Emmitt Smith would buy his guys that are blocking for him at the end of the year. He would spend $10,000 on a guy. He would take them on vacation, depending on what kind of year he had, but he would give them like a ticket to wherever they wanted to go for vacation. Yeah, they would always buy gifts for each other.
Well, if you're blocking them, where would you go?
Well, I mean, sure, there was a limit. I don't know, just go to Hawaii. I wouldn't go another country. I don't care to see another country. Be afraid I get shot or get some kind of disease. People sit there and want to go see Ireland and all that. I don't. Do you? I'd rather see America.
I don't know. It just sounds funny.
I like Alaska. I would love to go see Alaska. I don't care to go see France or Paris for what? It's not our culture. It's not the culture I grew up in, so I don't care to see it. That's just me. So guess what Tom Brady bought Rob Gronkowski and all those guys?
What?
Ugg boots. Of all the things in the world, he bought
Why?
him Ugg boots. And Rob
For
Gronkowski
men?
sat there. Yeah,
No, for women.
this is the type of guy he is. That's why he curses. He wants to let everybody know he's really a badass. No, you're not, Tom. He bought. I just saw this. Rob Gronkowski. They were interviewing him. I saw it about a month ago, and he's sitting there saying, "What was the?" They were talking. It was around Christmas time, and they said, "What was the craziest gift, or what was the best, or the weirdest gift you got from Tom Brady?" And he goes, "Well, he's gonna be mad, but." Said, he bought all of us a pair of Ugg boots. And he goes, at first I was like, how many Ugg boots? He goes, but then I tried them on and wore them. They're really good. Ugg boots.
I didn't know they had men Ugg boots.
I didn't know they did either. So he said it
So he
ended up
spent
being,
$100 on every player.
well, I mean, their size, they said they wear like a size 15. I'm sure they were a little expensive.
Right, so 300.
But it was a Christmas present. That's all it was.
You sure it wasn't Hanukkah?
No, they buy each other DeMarco Murray for the Cowboys. I saw the report. A lot of it doesn't go on report, but DeMarco Murray bought his offensive lineman, I think, iPads.
Mm-hmm.
And like top of the line ones, he spent like $1,000 on each guy. And he only makes the minimum. He doesn't have a big contract. He is a free agent now. But he wanted to get them all something because he got the rushing title, and plus he got him iPads and something else. I don't know. It came out to like $1,500 on a guy. Emmitt Smith used to do that all the time. He used to buy him expensive watches. He bought him plane tickets to one year to wherever they wanted to go after he got his big contract. Because you're blocking for that guy, and he gets all the glory. So they sit there and they give him perks. But the Cowboys right now,
You think they block harder because of it?
I think so. I think it depends on the guy. If it's a loudmouth guy that they don't like, I think they just half block and let him get hit. I'm sure there's a lot of unwritten things or things that we don't know about that happen in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Des Bryant, when he came in the league, the rookie pays for the meal. They all went out. His bill was $70,000. They stuck him with the thing because he's a loudmouth guy, and he sat there and he said, "Yeah," I said, "They stuck him with $72,000." He's only making $350,000.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a free agent now. I hope they signed the Cowboys. What they did, like they did years ago, like Aikman and all them. Believe me, Emmitt Smith and Michael Irving, when they won the Super Bowls, they spent money on the offensive line. That's exactly what they did right now. They got three guys, and they did it right. What you're supposed to do is when you come in the league, you could play 4 years, I think 5 years, and then you could become a free agent. And now they put a dollar amount on what you can make if you're a first round pick, a second round pick, third round pick, and so on. Because these guys were getting crazy contracts and they had to put an end to it that never even touched a football in the NFL. So that's how they put a number on it. Well, what the Cowboys did is they drafted their number one picks were three offensive linemen over the past 4 years. And one of them was that Zach Martin from Notre Dame. I didn't think he was that good, but all three of them made the Pro Bowl this year. He did it in his first year. They also, when they drafted these guys, they signed like a 1-2 year deal. And then after that, their second contract can be whatever, but they still have to wait 5 years to become a free agent. Well, the Cowboys signed all of them to like 10-year contracts. So they're all wrapped up for the next 10 years. At least the next 8. Because I think two of them came in the league 2 years ago. So that Zach Martin, they gave a 10-year deal right after they drafted him.
Maybe you could rub my foot while you're talking.
So that offensive line is really secure, and they're going to be with each other as long as they don't get hurt.
Isn't it soft?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Soft as the bottom of a foot gets. Not like your boob. Like, that's soft. This isn't soft.
Yes, it is. I just used that cow's
It's soft for a foot.
Oh my god.
Oh, who knows? Who knows with Jerry Jones? I think he'll try it one more time. Because of what happened this year, I think he'll sign everybody and then give it one more shot.
Fuck Jerry Jones.
I think they got a good team as long as they don't get hurt. I don't think they should pay that to Marco Murray, but they will.
So we're taking Reese, and then what?
That's it. I'd take her 2. I didn't go to bed till like 3:30 this morning, 3 o'clock. Wasn't tired because I'm not doing anything. I slept till 11 yesterday too.
Such a loser.
I know, I feel like it. Tomorrow, I'm hoping if I'm working. If not, I'm gonna text Lauren, see if I can go down there and start ripping up the floor.